what every Social Security disability applicant with congestive failure needs to know about meeting a listing. Did you know that congestive heart failure is included in the listing of impairments? If your congestive heart failure meets or equals a listing, you get your Social Security disability benefits awarded at step 3 of the 5-step sequential evaluation. But your medical records have to establish that you meet every element of the listing for your congestive heart failure to be considered disabling. So they're going to look at your records and they're going to look for that diagnosis of severe and continuing heart failure despite you being on medication with fluid retention at some point. They're also going to be looking for objective symptoms of either systolic or diastolic heart failure. A showing of systolic heart failure occurs when the heart has a weakened pumping strength, and that can be shown by your heart's ejection fraction, and that's the percentage of blood pumped out of the heart with each heartbeat. It has to be 30% or less during a period of stability. Or your heart's left ventricular and diastolic dimensions are larger than 6.0 cm. They'll also be looking for a showing of diastolic failure, and that can occur when your heart is unable to fill properly. That has to be shown by thickness of the left ventricular wall and an interventricular septum 2.5 centimeters or longer on imaging, an enlarged left atrium 4.5 centimeters or larger, and a normal or elevated ejection fraction during a period of stability. You've got to show all 3. Once you have shown objective evidence of either the systolic or diastolic dysfunction, you also have to show that you have one of the following functional limitations: an inability to perform an exercise tolerance test at a workload equivalent of 5 METs or less. If your exercise tolerance test would be too risky, they want to see persistent symptoms of heart failure that would seriously limit your activities of daily living, or at least 3 episodes of heart failure and fluid retention within the past 12 months that have required you to get emergency room treatment or hospitalization for at least 12 hours. It can be difficult to meet a listing, and if you don't meet a listing, don't give up, because your entitlement to benefits will then be determined based on the medical and vocational criteria found at step 4 and 5 of the 5-step sequential evaluation. If your doctor has told you to stop working, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation. Don't delay, call today.